So dear student, so this is 7 mark sure shot exam in the engineering. Okay, Hall effect. Fine, I'll just share the screen first. So then I'll tell you what it is and I'll make sure that it's very easy also. Okay, yeah, perfect. Let us come. So as you can see the diagram, right? So in the examination, correct, how to remember, there are a lot of things to remember in examination, right? And Hall effect is one of them. Very easy also. Okay, simple thing, a magnetic field. Okay, a magnetic field is applied to a current carrying conductor, which means let's take, there is a wire here. I don't know, I can show you. Let's imagine this is a conductor. You can see this phone, right? It's a conductor, current carrying conductor, just like a wire or whatever it is. Since I can't take the wire here, I'm just taking the mobile phone here. Okay, so if a magnetic field is perpendicular to what? The current carrying conductor, then voltage is created. Okay, voltage is created, which is perpendicular to both the current as well as the magnetic field. So what is it basically? When a magnetic field is applied, okay, listen carefully, when a magnetic field is applied perpendicular to a current carrying conductor, what happens? A voltage is developed or created. Yes, and that voltage is perpendicular to what? Both the magnetic field as well as the current carrying conductor. So this is called Hall effect. Okay, and the voltage developed here is called Hall voltage. So in the examination, instead of writing voltage is developed, you can write what? Potential difference is developed. Okay, so since I'm recording this, you can pause the video later on and just go back, see the definition. So always use the technical terms. This is one thing. Second thing is, how do we remember this? Since there are a lot of things to remember for the engineering exam, in physics especially, how to remember this? So I'm sure that most of us or most of you, maybe while having food or something, correct? We will play something on the phone. We'll play something on the phone, correct? Yeah. And we might not see it vertically. We might put it this way, horizontally, correct? This way. And then there will be a stand or something. And currently I'm just keeping it here. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. If I keep it like this, in the phone, there is something called auto rotate. Correct? Or something called orientation. Auto rotate means horizontal, that we can either make it on or off. I think everyone knows about that thing. Correct? So if I make the auto rotate on, or if the orientation symbol comes. For example, if it's a Samsung phone, there will be a small mobile tab of something coming. So if I click it, if we can auto rotate it also. Something like that. Okay. So again, it will depend on a lot of either Android or Apple or whatever phones are there. But what my point here is, see, for example, we're talking about what? The Hall voltage and the Hall effect, right? Correct? So how does my phone know that which direction I'm facing? Because inside the phone, there is something called Hall sensors, which detect the magnetic field changes. Okay, so what I told you, this due to this Hall effect, what is produced? Hall voltage is produced. Correct? So the produced Hall voltage changes. So then the orientation also will change. Okay, so it is basically what? Mobile phone rotation. And even not only mobile phone rotation, we can say even the compass also. Okay, 1 second. Is getting called. So one other thing was, while watching video or something, the orientation, the phone rotation is happening. Second thing is compass. In the app, we have the mobile phone compass and everything, right? That's the thing. So this is the best way to remember real time, because there are a lot of examples which I can tell you. Okay, but the best thing will be this. And if it is for boys, obviously in the bike, or in bike especially, there is something called ABS. Okay, or else in car. Okay, if it goes 80 above or something, there's a speed sensor, right? Correct? There's a speed sensor which will alert us. What is that thing? That is basically a magnet plus a hall sensor near the wheel. So unknowingly or knowingly, we are using these things in our daily life activities. Okay, because how it calculates is as the wheel rotates, the hall voltage also changes. Okay, then in the new thing like ADAS, ADAS, I think most of you guys will know it, correct? ADAS. So all of these things are based on what sensors only. Okay, based on sensors, hall sensors basically. Okay, so this is the best examples that we can have. And yeah, one more thing. See, now I'm teaching through a laptop, correct? So if I want, or if you're using a laptop or something, if you close the lid, it will automatically go to sleep, right? How? Sensors, hall sensors. Correct. So these many examples are there in real time. Okay, and then comes our derivation. Again, coming to this derivation. See, this RH is there, right? This is what the Hall coefficient. And there are two types of conductors. One is N-type and another is P-type. If it is P-type, this will be positive. The Hall coefficient will be positive. If it is N-type, the Hall coefficient will be negative. Those are the two major differences that you have to know. Correct? Yeah. So if it is an N-type semiconductor, for example, this one, let me just minimize, yeah. And there's something called Lorentz force. I think you know it is sum of magnetic and electric forces together. This is P type. No, I think N type has come top. Yes, the first itself. So the current is along what? The x direction. See the current direction, x axis. Correct? Magnetic field, z direction. These are all things are written in words. Okay. Then you can see the electrons, right? It will all accumulate into only one side. In that one side only, the Hall voltage is being produced, or the potential difference is created, or the voltage is being created. Okay, so then we have to mention about what the force is acting. We have to mention both the electric force as well as the magnetic force. Those two formulas you have to write it out. This thing, equation 1 and equation 2, you have to write it out. Then at equilibrium also. Obviously, electric force will be equal to magnetic force. Then what is current density? Correct? That formula we have to write. Then directly write down what is my Hall coefficient value. And it is negative for N type, as I already told you. Okay, and for the P type, just remove this negative side. Okay, and the most important thing here is the Hall voltage which is asked. So you can see here, right, the Hall voltage VH, the Hall coefficient. This is very, very, very important. And we will get direct numerical questions from this. Pretty much direct numerical problems we can get it. Okay, where is it, this equation? So again, for writing the examination, I'll tell you what and all you have to write. First one, what I told you, statement. Correct? Then a diagram, very, very important. Then the forces, magnetic force, electric force. Derivation. Then the Hall coefficient sign. Fifth one is what? Hall coefficient sign. That is very, very critical. Put those into boxes. And last thing is the application, what I told you. Correct? ABS, mobile phone. Correct? A lot of examples which I told you. So these are the things. Tell me, Vikashni. Any doubt or anything is there in this?
No, sir.
All was clear. You understand
Yeah,
how to write it?
yeah.
So what, see, in engineering again, the final answers we have to remember, and these things are very important for the numerical point of view. Okay, now
Okay.
direct thing will come. And make sure the diagrams are drawn properly. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah. And if this diagram or whichever diagram is bigger or has more content, focus on that diagram. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And side headings. So these are the things. So I hope it is clear, right? The Hall effect and everything, even the statement and everything is clear now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, then. Yeah. That's it.